Welcome back, guys. In this section, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to edit videos. I'm going to be showing you guys the best software to use, and I'm going to be showing you guys a quick tutorial on how you can actually edit your videos. Now, there are many editing softwares you guys can use. There's so many editing softwares out there, from free to paid. I'm going to be going over their top 3 best editing softwares. Now, these are all paid editing softwares. There are ways you guys can go ahead and get it for free, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how to get it through the paid version. Now, I think that this is one of the starter points for people who actually start editing and want to take this very serious. Sony Vegas, okay? Sony Vegas Pro is a really good software to start off with. Most people use Sony Vegas Pro. It is really easy to use. I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on this editing today. I'm going to be showing you guys on Sony Vegas Pro, but this is one of the starters. You guys can go ahead and check this site out, read through it, and just see if it's anything you guys would want to go ahead and get into. But usually when you start off with your first editing software, you usually want to just kind of upgrade to the next one on the same platform. So as you guys know, Sony Vegas is on PC. If you guys started with Sony Vegas and you guys wanted to just up your game, you would go ahead and transition to Adobe Premiere. Now, Adobe Premiere is a much more expensive editing software, but this is the best of the best. If you guys wanted to go ahead and start off editing like a pro, and you guys want to learn how to be a pro editor for your videos and make them look the nicest with the best transitions, Adobe Premiere Pro is the best way for you guys to go. This is the best route. This is one of the best ones. Now, this has plans. You have to actually pay monthly for this, or yearly, I believe. I don't use Adobe Premiere because like I said, I am an Apple editor, so I edit everything on Apple. So you guys can see here, if you guys see anything you like, if you guys are interested in this one is here. You guys can go ahead and check it out. Now, like I said, I edit on Apple. Like I said, when you guys are on usually one platform, if you're on Apple or you're on PC, you'll start off with the first version, then you'll move on to the next. I started off editing on iMovie. It was very easy for me to do. My friend and my cousins had a lot of Macs, so we always used to play with videos on the iMovie, and it's also on your phone. So if you ever like use your iPhone to edit videos, you probably did it on iMovie, and that's basically what Final Cut Pro is, but it's just an upgraded version. It's like the Adobe Premiere to Sony Vegas. That's what Final Cut Pro is. So I highly suggest, if you are a Mac user, to try out the demo version of Final Cut Pro X. Or if you guys go ahead and have iMovie on your Mac already, you guys can go ahead and try that one out, and you guys can use that, get used to it, and if you really want to take it to the next level, try out Final Cut Pro X. It is one of the best softwares to use on Apple, and like I said, if you are on PC, go ahead and check out Adobe Premiere. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a brief tutorial on how to edit this video. Now, it's very easy to do. If you never edited a video before, you're probably going to have a hard time at first, but it just gets very easy. Okay, so when most people see an editing software, maybe like Sony Vegas or anything else, they get very discouraged, okay? Now, you guys don't need to get discouraged. It is very easy to edit a video. I always tell people, if you guys know how to copy and paste, then you guys know how to edit a video. It's that simple. So we're gonna go ahead and start off in Sony Vegas. We're not gonna do anything too complicated. I'm just gonna show you guys a few tricks, okay? So here we have some gameplay of a game that I play a lot, and basically it is all highlighted. Most editing softwares consist of 2 tracks. This one has a video track and it has an audio track. If you're on Apple, all the tracks are put in together as one, unless you're adding tracks. So if this was an Apple, I would basically be taking a video, I would be putting it here, and if I want to add music in the background, I would drag and drop the music there. You can do the same thing here. If I wanted to put a song on this video, I can just go into my folder and I can pull a song from the folder and just drop it right under here, and it would create a track, and then as the gameplay is playing, it will have music in the background. Same thing with vlogging or anything you're doing. If you want to add to the track, all you have to do is open a folder and drag and drop. And that's just pretty simple, straightforward on how you want to edit this video track guy here by me dragging and dropping the video, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and do just simple stuff. Say this video is too long and you guys want it to be a bit shorter. So say I want it to be 40 seconds right here, because I don't want to see anybody seeing me lose the mission, okay? Or seeing me lose the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to click on the right click, and then I'm going to go ahead and click split. Once I go ahead and I click split, what I can do is I can go ahead and highlight this one here. And then what I can do here is I can go and right click again, and then I can go ahead and click delete. and it is no longer there. Okay, so that's how you would delete it. You can also do this where you can just stretch it, zoom it or whatever, but that is how you split a clip and delete extra clips that you do not need in a video. Okay, so if you were doing anything, that is the same for everything that you're going to be doing. Okay, now if you guys wanted to go ahead and say you wanted to go ahead and copy this and make another one, so like I said, all you will simply have to do is copy this, go over to the line where you want to paste it, and then you guys can just go ahead and right click and paste it, or Control V and paste it. It's very, very easy to do, and it'll play out just the same. Now let's play with the video a little bit. Say you guys can see everything here. You see the palm trees in the background, you see the trailers, you see the ground, but say you just wanted to see the character running, okay? Or say you were doing a vlog and there was somebody standing in a distance that you wanted somebody to see and you wanted to zoom into that person, okay? So what you guys would do here is you will go ahead and go into this cropping tool right here. Okay, now what this does is it allows you to zoom into anything. So you guys can see right here, if I wanted to zoom into my character only, all I have to do is just play with this until I get the perfect placing. Now you guys can see right here on the right side that my character is actually being zoomed into, and I can show you guys pretty much everywhere I want to go. If I want it to be in that top right hand corner, I can just go ahead and move this out and it will be in that top right hand corner. If I wanted it to be over here down the left hand corner so you guys can see the map, and I want to show you guys stuff right here, I can just drag it and do it here as well. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff, pretty simple. If you guys wanted to add an intro in the beginning of the actual clip or something like that, if you guys wanted to go ahead and put intros, it's the same thing. You just drag and drop the intro in the front, and you guys can do that as well as dragging and dropping an outro in the back. Okay, now if you guys wanted to add transitions, it's a little bit different on every software. Okay, so if you guys wanted to go ahead and you wanted to add a transition to make it look a little bit more smoother, there's a ton of things you guys can do. You guys can go over to the transition right here and it will just show you guys a ton of effects. So say we wanted something like simple, or you guys wanted something spectacular, you guys can really do anything. Okay, now this has a lot of really good effects, but most YouTubers use the dissolve effects. Okay, because basically what it does is it just allows the video to just dissolve. There's a black fade dissolve, or there is just a regular like dissolve where it just blurs or blends together. I usually use the black one. I usually use it in the end of a video, but you can just drag and drop it onto the track, and what it will do is it'll bring it up here. So if you guys want to change anything on it, you guys can go ahead and do that, but I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. And then when I go ahead and I place this over here, the cursor over here, or I just play it, you guys will see that as it gets closer to that transition, it will actually fade into the next clip. And that's what most YouTubers do. A lot of people don't use it. Some people just do this thing where it's called jump cutting, where basically you're recording and then you cut off a part, you delete it, and then it just jumps to the next. So as you guys can see right here up on the screen, the actual video clip just faded to another clip. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and make that fade look a little bit better, I can go ahead and drag this over like this. And then when I go ahead and put it right here, you guys will see that it will go ahead and fade a little bit better. Now, everything is a little choppy in Sony Vegas is because nothing is rendered yet, and this video software actually takes a lot longer to render. If you were to use Final Cut Pro or even iMovie, it wouldn't take that long for you guys to actually see the transition, and it's a lot easier. But that is pretty much everything you guys need to know as far as basic editing, transitions, dragging and dropping, cutting and splitting a clip, adding an intro and an outro. That's pretty much everything you guys need to know. Another really big tip is just the volume. You guys want to really listen to your video to make sure the actual volume sounds really good. If it's too loud, the viewer might not like that. If it's too low, the viewer will want to know what you guys are saying or what they're listening to. So you just want to make sure you pay very close attention to the volume by literally just dragging this lower or higher. So you can do that on any track. There's always going to be a way for you guys to drag this up so you guys can actually learn or listen to how it sounds before you guys go ahead and publish the video. So that was the best softwares that you guys can use to edit YouTube videos. Keep in mind, all those softwares work pretty much the same as long as you guys are really comfortable with it. If you learn one on a certain platform like a PC or an Apple, I highly suggest you stick to it. Most people usually stick to one software when they edit, and it makes it a lot smoother. Okay, I highly suggest getting an Apple software because you guys can actually go ahead and upload faster than actually uploading from a PC, because the render speeds on a PC is much slower than on an Apple, depending on what kind of actual PC or Apple you guys have. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys in the next section for channel optimization.